Hi everyone, today we're going to be making
cookies and cream banana nice cream. So it's a super simple 4-ingredient recipe. It's a healthier treat, and it's gonna come together in just a couple minutes. So this is a good way to use really ripe bananas. You know, obviously banana bread's always good, or a banana cake, or banana muffins, and I've got recipes for all of those. But this is a really fun way to use them in a different way, especially for like a summer treat. So we're gonna put 5 or 6 frozen bananas in here. The riper the better. I always have frozen bananas in my freezer for smoothies, for nice cream, for baking, for whatever. We're gonna add a couple tablespoons of milk. You can make this dairy-free by using dairy-free milk. You can also just skip that altogether. As long as your food processor or blender or whatever can handle the frozen bananas, it'll work without it. Just makes it a little creamier. And then we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla, which again is optional, but that's plenty. But a little vanilla always makes it feel more ice creamy. If you like nice creams or banana recipes, I've got a recipe for a chocolate and peanut butter one and a pumpkin one on my site, so you can check those out. All right, we're just going to blend this up until it's pretty smooth and creamy. A little bit. All right, we've got some bananas that are kind of floating on top, so we're just going to try to push them down a little bit.
There's a big one up top. Like, look at that. Here's some good cream.
Yep, the fun thing about this recipe is you can almost eat it just straight out of the food processor.
Especially when the bananas are already frozen.
Yeah, when they're really good and frozen. All right, let's give it a little bit more of a buzz. All right,
good.
So as it is, you could eat it, but of course, to make it cookies and cream, we need to add Oreos. We've got some that are crushed up still left over from our dirt pudding. If you haven't seen that video, you'll have to check that out. So we're gonna go ahead and add those since we've already got them crunched up. And then we'll put in a few whole Oreos too.
Like 3.
Yeah, and then we'll save the rest for chunks on top.
You have to have the chunks, otherwise it's not good.
Chunks make it better for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get those mixed in.
Gotta have another one for chunks.
Okay.
It looks pretty good.
All
Still
right.
some banana chunks in there.
Okay, I'm gonna give it one more kind of smush.
Look at that.
Yeah, give that a good chunk. A good.
Oh, I see
Smushy.
an Oreo. Push everything down.
All right, if you're having a hard time processing through it, you can go ahead and add a little bit more milk as necessary just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. You think we need to get a little more milk? Or you want to just give it another try?
Let's give it another try, and if that doesn't work, then we'll give it some more milk.
Okay. Yeah, because our bananas are straight from the freezer and they were put in whole, so the food processor is having a little bit of trouble getting through it. You can freeze your bananas in chunks, which will make it easier. Otherwise, add just a little bit more milk in the food processor. We'll have a little bit easier time getting through it. So let's give it one more try and see how it goes. All right, it looks like that did it.
It's just, ooh, yeah, look at all
That
that.
looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so now we're gonna put it in a loaf pan to freeze. Like I said, you could really eat it like this. It'd be kind of like soft serve ice cream. But we're gonna go ahead and freeze it so that it's good and scoopable. Get this out of the way. Okay, let's put like half of it in and then some chunks of Oreos.
Exactly what I was gonna do. Put half and then another, and Oreo, and then half. That way you no matter what get Oreo chunks.
Yeah, we want lots of good chunks in there.
like this, and then kind of, is that about half?
Yeah, good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Let's just put some Oreo chunks. Ooh, look at those. That's the jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
You want those big Oreo chunks in there. I'll do one more Oreo, and then there'll be a lot of Oreo chunks on top.
Yeah, because that'll be good, huh?
Mm-hmm. And let's just get everything out. Kind of want to get some of that. Oh, it's cold-ish.
Got it?
Yeah. I don't know how to hold it. I told you I didn't know how to hold it.
Well, I don't know how to help you.
There.
Alright, so again, this is a fun way to use up your ripe bananas. It seems like you buy a bunch and you eat a few and then you always end up with some extra ones. So this is a fun way to use them without heating up your kitchen. Plus it makes a fun kind of ice creamy treat that you can feel pretty good about eating. Obviously there's some Oreos in there, but it's mostly bananas, and so it's a lot lighter treat than had you made it with cream and lots of sugar and stuff. Okay, why don't you just put that on here for now and we'll just get the rest out of the container.
It's more in the container than anything.
Yeah.
Isn't as much as I thought there'd be. But I guess this loaf is kind of big too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who decided loaf pans were perfect for ice cream, but it seems to be the thing, huh?
Gotta get it everywhere.
Alright. Want me to help get that last little bit and you can break up some Oreos? You got it?
I got this last little bit, you can get the rest.
Okay.
I'll break up one Oreo now.
Okay. Yeah, because there's not a whole lot left in here.
But I don't want to put all the stuff underneath it. You're kind of going to push them in a bit while you do that too.
Yeah, but we still got a couple. We're going to break them up into kind of smaller chunks so that there's a nice little chunk in every scoop. Okay.
Scoop them up in so little chunks there. Small chunks there. And we gotta get some over there. Some chunks there. There. And a little chunk here.
All right, well, we'll finish getting this done. Again, you could eat it now if your bananas are good and frozen. You could go ahead and scoop it and eat it. We're gonna stick it in the freezer for a couple hours just to firm it up nice so that you can get a nice good scoop and it'll stay solid a little bit longer. And we will be back to taste test it in a little bit, and we'll see you later.
Okay, so we're back.
It's good and frozen.
And we got it.
As you can see, it solidifies and it looks good and chocolatey. And are we ready to give it a try?
Gotta get a big chunk of Oreo in it. See?
Okay, let's see. I mean, you can definitely taste that it's got banana in it, but it is good and cold and creamy and
really cold.
really cold. Somebody's gonna have brain freeze.
Especially when you bite into a chunk of Oreo that's like frozen. It's really cold.
Oh no! How do you eat ice cream?
Bite into it.
Oh my.
I didn't ate ice cream.
But if you're looking for a healthier version of ice cream, this would definitely be a good option. It's a good way to use up those ripe bananas or a few extra Oreos, and I'd say it passes the test. Except for it's cold on his teeth.
Cold.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! Hit that like and subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. And so, yeah, you should make this ice cream.
Do it.
But make sure not to get a brain freeze.
Yeah, and don't get a brain freeze. Words to live by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.